Is your wall fan spinning slow? Before you go out and buy a whole new unit, stop. Most of the time, the motor is perfectly fine. It's just a weak capacitor that's lost its juice. Today, I'm going to show you how to swap out that old capacitor for a new one to get your fan back up to full speed. It's an easy, low-cost fix that anyone can do at home with just a few basic tools. Let's jump right in and get this fixed. First, we need to get to the heart of the problem. Start by taking the fan off the wall and removing that single screw holding the back motor cover in place. Once that's off, you'll see our culprit. This small black box right here is the capacitor. But before we get to the electrical side, take a look at all this dust buildup on the motor and the blades. This is the perfect time to grab some compressed air and give everything a deep clean. Getting rid of that debris reduces friction and helps the motor stay cool, which extends its life. Now that everything is looking brand new and we have clear access to the capacitor, we're ready to move on to the swap. With our motor clean, it's time to get that old capacitor out of there. First, snip any cable ties holding the wiring in place to give yourself some room to work. Next, take your wire cutters and clip the two wires leading to the capacitor. Don't worry about the wire colors right now. Most of these fan capacitors aren't polarized, so they can go in either way. Now, let's verify the failure. I'm using a multimeter with a capacitance setting to test the leads. Check this out. This is a 1.5 microfarad capacitor, but our meter is reading a measly 0.35. That's way below spec, which explains why the motor didn't have enough torque to get up to speed. Now, if you don't have a fancy meter at home, don't sweat it. If your fan is turning slow, but the blades spin freely by hand, you can skip the testing and just go straight to replacing this part. 9 times out of 10, this $2 component is the only thing standing between you and a working fan. Now it's time to get this new capacitor installed. First, I'm going to use a cable tie to secure the new unit exactly where the old one was. This keeps everything from rattling around once the fan is back on the wall. Now for the wiring, we're keeping it simple. You don't need a soldering iron or fancy crimping tools for this fix. Just slide some heat shrink tubing over your wires first, then take the leads and twist them together. Make sure you get a nice, tight mechanical twist so the connection is solid. Once they're joined up, slide that heat shrink tube over the bare wire and hit it with some heat to seal it up. It's way more reliable than electrical tape and gives it a professional look. Just like that, the new capacitor is in, and we're ready to put the cover back on. With everything wired up and secured, it's time for the moment of truth. Slide that back cover into place, tighten down the screw, and get the fan back onto its wall bracket. Now let's plug it in and hit the power. Look at that. The fan is spinning up instantly and moving air exactly like the day it was unboxed. It's a night and day difference compared to how it was struggling before. And the best part? We fixed it ourselves for just a couple of dollars instead of buying a whole new fan. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more easy, money-saving repairs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.